What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be going over different hand polishing techniques and some tips and tricks that I've learned over the years to make hand polishing as easy as possible. Also, it's very dependent on the condition of the metal you're working with and what tools you might need to get the job done. So starting out, this is our sprayable metal polish. This isn't really used for what we're going to be doing here today. This wheel has not been polished in a while. You can hear the oxidation and the grime on there. So this isn't really the key polish for this. This is more for maintenance, aluminum or chrome or stainless that you're just looking to maintain and keep the shine, water spots, keeping your metal sealed. This is what you're going to want. But we're not going to be using that today, so I'm going to set this aside. Today, we're going to be using our Shine Time metal polish, which is a little more of a conventional polish that you would see over the years. This stuff works really good. We use this stuff every day in our shop, polishing trucks. This is... it smells good, it works good, and again, it'll work on any metals out there. So we're going to be using that. Got a little heavier cut to it. I'm just going to show you some different rags. So this is a terry towel, a washcloth. That's going to give you a little more grit. This is a little more gritty of a rag. It's going to help cut through the oxidation on this wheel and really just make your life easier. I mean, at the end of the day, there is no magic remedy to put on aluminum and get a mirror shine. It's just maintenance and elbow grease. So again, terry towel rag, you're going to want to use on things that are a little more oxidized to get that grain off. This is 4/0 steel wool. We use this sometimes on really crusty aluminum to really get through some of the junk. You can put the polish right on this and work your metal out. You do have to be careful with this because if you're not educated on what metals to put this on, you can scratch them. You're still going to scratch your aluminum, but aluminum's very easy to fix. You got to be careful using this on something like an air cleaner or something like that. Don't recommend doing that if you're just starting out. The finest, grit as far as hand polish is these microfiber wax applicator pads or even a cotton one, depending on what you're doing. So these are really good for, trying not to scratch things. You won't get, finger marks in your metal. Sometimes guys will rub and it'll leave like the pattern of their fingers in there because this spreads that weight out. These are really good for just like your bumper, things that you could scratch a little easier. You're going to want to stick to this. Then we also have 2 microfiber towels. So this is obviously pretty crusty, a used towel. And then we have one that's in much better condition, but still not brand new. I use a 2 towel setup like this. I'll go through, I'll do my polishing, I'll wipe off with my crusty towel or my in-between towel, whatever you want to call it, and then let that final haze dry up, and I'll use my final towel. In the long run, you end up using less towels because this one picks up most of the junk, and then with time, as you're going through your polish job, this one becomes your crusty towel, and then you grab a new one. In our shop, we end up going through only like 1 new towel per truck. So as long as you're using something to take that heavy polish off, heavy use polish off, you shouldn't go through many rags. So as far as techniques of polishing on your metal, you're going to want to stay with the grain of the metal. Like on a Peterbilt grill, you're going to want to keep it nice straight up and down. On a wheel like this, you're going to want to stay in that dish like this. And on a fuel tank, you're going to want to stay straight up and down, rolling it like that. That's going to keep your micro scratches and everything uniform, and it's going to give you the best hand polish job that you're going to get out of hand polishing. I've seen some pretty impressive hand polishes out there, as far as just polishing stuff by hand. But to get that ultimate shine, you would have to switch over to sanding and machine. This is a little more for maintenance or somebody that's just looking to clean their stuff up. So we're going to start out. Make sure you always shake your polishes up. Put a little on there. I'm not going to do this whole wheel. I'm just going to do a section for you guys to show you some of the the difference that you can have with just a little hand polish. And hand polish also is going to seal up your metal and really keep it, you know, it's like the wax of metals is polish. You know, it's like, you know, when you have paint, you're always going to want to wax it or keep it protected, where this is doing that for your metals. And, you know, the more you work this stuff, the more you use it, and the better condition your metal is going to get, and the less effort it's going to be the following time. At our shop, we usually polish guys' trucks about once a year, and then they kind of handle it from there. We are going to be sanding and polishing out this wheel when we're done with this video, but if you're looking to see more of what we're doing every day here at the shop, you can check out our Instagram. That's probably where we post the most. And then we also have a pretty popular TikTok page. Both of those are at jaredspolishing.com. Or no, that's our website. Both of those are just at Jared's Polishing on either Instagram or TikTok. So this wheel definitely needs some sanding, some high-speed grinding. But if you notice how black it's getting, it's really eating through that oxidation. So let's get it wiped off and see what we got here. So again, our first rag, we'll get that heavy off. And that really shined up pretty good. Surprised myself on this one. Take your final rag, get that final haze off. I'm doing this a little quicker for the video. I mean, most of the time I would, if I had like two wheels next to side by side, I would do the first wheel, wipe that heavy off, go to the next wheel, go through my polishing series, wipe the heavy off of that, go back to this wheel, get the final haze off. So this came out pretty good. I'll bring you guys in so you can get a little better look at it. A little tricky because you're on a tripod, but hold on, let me fold this up a little bit. There we go. So, you know, going from something like that to something like that, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell without anything to reflect the shine. And let's see if we can't get a little better. There we go. You can read the bottle there, and you definitely ain't going to be able to read anything there. So it really came out good. And like I said, that's going to help protect, seal up your metal. And it's really important that you keep your technique and pattern all the same, so then you have a smooth, consistent finish when you're done hand polishing. So I hope that helps you guys out. Again, check out our website, subscribe here on YouTube, or go over to our Instagram or TikTok. Thanks, guys.